ああ、大丈夫。大丈夫だろうか。すげえ。
Let's go out and play.
大丈夫だろうか。大丈夫だろうか。めっちゃもらえるの。アセラストーリーを進めよう。As your plan progresses, more and more preparations have been done for the important day. However, this does not mean the process is as smooth as can be. 久々。
draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
半分以上何言ってるか分からへん。大事なところ聞いてなかったな。
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
飛行で見つからんの。なんで
Look! Fatui thinks the Dia's tracking skill.
Shh! Don't, the port is
Let's keep going and...
最悪や。
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
何
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
この2文字じゃないよな。さすがにな。Hide yourself in わからファンダク。そういうことじゃない？こういうことじゃなさそう。ああ、これじゃない。観察できるやん何でも分かったのか。
This place'll do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
So the doctor didn't lie about leaving Smell. But could it really be that simple? Are we sure she's not planning something?
Uh-oh!
What's the matter?
He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they vanished.
So this was a trap.
But there's nobody around.
Wait, don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
What do you mean?
I just remembered Hypatia once connected her consciousness to the balladeer. 全然わかんねえ。何やったっけ？覚えてねえな。
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. 見てはいけないものを見てしまった。
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
誰が狙われているやつなのかもわからねえ。Return to Party's DI as quickly as possible. 遠い。あれマップ。こうか。誰だ
Let the magic begin!
テンション。悪かったやつかな。なんだこれ。ローディングの時。
Pardis DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I'd find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today. But it's been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental って偶然じゃないのか。偶然一致して、偶然にもません。I find it coincidental that you chose to chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears.
It seems that my words have fallen.
You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis DI now, I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Pardis DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
Impasse 知らねえ。Impasse まあ、そうやな。パスできないってことだよね。Impasse フランス語。impasse 行き詰まり。これか。Well, Jing, it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming.
Yes, Hainari, beat him up! Time for a light jump!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now. Let's light it up! Gotcha!
Into the wind.
Everybody stand back! Quietly now.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone's broken in.
Doesn't look like she appears unharmed, but why is she so still? She's just sleeping.
Well, how is she?
Everything's fine. She sounds asleep.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
So, you think this is over?
出た。めちゃくちゃ名前長いやつ。The Balladeer? こいつが、こいつだ。
What? The Balladeer is here?
Balladeer.
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
I've missed that look of abject horror. Abject のやったっけ Abject. ひどい。みすぼらしい。惨めな。惨めにしとくか。ボールペンこれ書きにくい。まあいいか。I've missed that look of abject horror. I've missed that look. まあまあまあ。You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
But ってこれなんか。Paimon can't see him. So is he a spirit? A ghost? Wait. Is it because I made a physical contact with Hypatia? Physical... あ、さっきと。Is a Balladeer in her consciousness?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know.
So,
Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia.
what did you do to Hypatia?
I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
I didn't need to do anything. Why is it? It is her honor to be able to connect to her consciousness with me. Hmm?
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
And you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. Hmm? 変わったせいってこと
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler! What are you doing?
Paimon, please stay quiet for now.
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details.
Defecation がわからない。Defecation 意味書いてない。Defecation Defy か。Defy ってこんな意味なのか。デイティの方か。Deity か。Defy, Defecation 神に崇める。崇拝する、理想化する。むずいな。崇めるの名詞形とか。あとは、理想化するって意味はあるの。夢の実現ってことか。My defecation is nearly complete. 野望が達成されるみたいな。All that's left now are just some final details.
Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me.
Bona fide はわからん。よく聞く気がするけど。Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. まあ、火付けってことがボンファイヤーみたいなもんですかね。全然ちゃうわ。ボナファイリー。誠の。ボナファイリー。本物の。Bona fide god like
Is it
me.
wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me?
The academia acted even faster than we thought.
Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it.
Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. It's how they can justify reverence があんまよくわかってないからか。reverence 崇拝、尊敬。尊敬。It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. Reference を正当化する。For a god への崇拝を神格化するみたいな意味かな。As they construct it. As they construct it? 構成するやんな。As they constructed.
But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable.
Blasphemy 何やったっけ？なんかやりすぎみたいな。全然違う。Blasphemy 不敬冒涜。なんでやろう。冒涜にするか。まあノート半分埋まったらやめるか。 exaltation。これは、なんか悪く言う。いやな、なんだっけ。全然違うわ。exaltation。exaltation。昇進、昇賛。俺が思ってたのは何やっけ？侮辱する。exalt みたいな。insult か。全然違う。But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable. ああ、なるほど。冒涜と称賛の組み合わせIf you can hear my thoughts, I want to ask you a question.
Yes. What is it?
You're acting more friendly than usual. Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Which is why I'm talking to you like this.
Which is why I'm talking to you like this. But are you really okay with all this?
What do you mean?
The academia plans to infuse your consciousness with divine knowledge capsule. This is extremely risky. Academia plans to infuse your consciousness. Even if the academia's theories are correct, and you manage to gain the wisdom of a god, you would probably no longer remain yourself. You will become the new greater Lord Kadevata for the academia. Even if it means losing yourself, would you still want to become a god?
Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction?
Zest and conviction. Zest って何？ Zest 熱意 Just zest 熱意怖っIndeed, to me, the sight of you fools and your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? Conviction は決意とかでいいんかな？有罪判決、有罪確信、信念。まあ、合ってるか。You wouldn't understand.
I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking, and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance.
Bliss ってブリキみたいな意味じゃなかったっけ？It should be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are species. Humans are a species. Humans are a species. Species やけど単数なんか。あれ ?species は複数形とか単数形ないんやったっけ ?species。やっぱそうか。一応書いとくか。スピーシーって聞いたことないもん。Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. ブリス他の意味もあった気がするけど、わかんねえ。なんだっけ最上の喜び。なんか、シェイク。bliss out。幸福感に浸る。bliss。無常のHumans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Arrogance じゃなくて ignorance. Ignorance なんか無関心というか無知無学。無知無学。ちょっと思ってたのと違うか。Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. 知らない that can only find 書いておこう。It will be for your own good. お前のためだぞ。As well as everyone else's. 他のものも。Humans are a species that can only find. only の使い方ちゃんと勉強できてねえな。Humans are a species that can only find. もう無知を知ってる。If that's truly what you believe, why did you keep your connection with Hypatia? Surely, with the power you've come to possess, you can cut her off with just a thought. With just a thought.
You've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory.
Her appearance heralds. Herald. 人の名前やろ、ヘラルドは。使者。先触れ。宗教用語。むずいっす。使者。あれでも動詞じゃないから布告するか。布告するって。先触れ。Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival. なんかimminentめちゃくちゃ強いみたいな。今にも起こりそうな。こっちやな。immediate の方ね。差し迫った。そろそろ一回覚え直さないばいいな。impasse 行き詰まり。impasse 行き詰まり。パスできない。object 惨めな。オブジェクトは邪魔でしょ。で、オブジェクトになると惨め。まあ邪魔っぽいイメージでいいんか。デフィ崇める。そうかする。DAT の F 版。ボナファイド。ボナファイドだったっけ？ボナファイド。じゃあ、ボナファイディか。まあ、ボンファイヤーで覚えれるか。デイティ、崇める、そうかする。Reverence。これ10回の一段主催ね。Reverence。尊敬。Reverence。尊敬。Reverence。全然思いつかない。Blasphemy はめっちゃ出てるな。冒涜。Exaltation。称賛。 インサルトっぽい感覚を早くしてなかった。exaltation, zest, 熱意、species, 種。で、単数形内容と。で、bliss。ブリスは何回も見てんだ。bliss と blasphemy はめっちゃ出てんな。ignorance は無知ね。これ早覚えなか。herald が布告する。まあ、人に教えたがりのヘラルドで覚えるか。imminent。imminent もやな。immediate の感じで覚えよう。はい。my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity。まあ、Game of Thrones のスローな。while her worship shall become my glory. Is that so?
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
If you truly cherish your follower, you should protect her from
Who
harm.
wants to hurt my devout follower?
Devout. Devotion. It seems that the doctor does not wish for her to stay in Smeru and continue receiving treatment here. Isn't that a little suspicious?
The doctor wants to hurt my first follower?
Doesn't that make you mad?
How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord?
Discord がわからん。普通に考えると、Discord 不一致、不協和、仲違い。うわ、すごい名前やな、Discord って。なんじゃそりゃ。仲違いで覚えといてよさそうやけど。なんで、俺たちが使いまくってる Discord は。耳障りな音、騒音。この意味でやってんのかな。まあいいか。Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord?
The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god.
The doctor っていうかまあストーリーが普通にわからんな。あのドクターとバラディアは仲間じゃないの？ Even now, the Bernie ねこれ。Puny。小さくて弱い。まあ、ポニー的な。こっからやな。The puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god.
You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded.
That look on your face, what are you planning?
Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder!
Oi. Thunder? Could it be the balladeer?
That person Paimon couldn't see was the balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
I didn't expect that either. He's become milder, but somehow even more deranged とか。deranged は逸脱したみたいな感じかな。錯乱。derange。狂わせる。He's become milder, but somehow even more deranged.
Where is the storm headed?
It can't be. Is the balladeer using the gnosis to change the weather?
That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari and Dia still must be fighting!
これ集めた記憶ある。うるさ。
Oh, have the Fatui retreated?
Pinari and the Dia are over there.
Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine. Oh!
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat.
You're rude.
It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
She's okay for now, but I want to tell you something.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case, let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Grimace 初めて見たぞ。しかめっ面をする。音ですらないやん。Grimace グリムフェイスってことか。ひどい言いようやけど。
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
They always think they can push through.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
You recount everything from meeting the doctor at Port almost.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party STI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
I haven't even thanked you.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry.
The doctor... Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have... The doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and they left Sumeru in a hurry. Yeah, and I also have a theory. I think the balladeer is the reason why the doctor is targeting Hypatia. Her consciousness connected to the balladeer, and she has seen his past.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
For now, I'm still not really sure.
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
In other words, we've successfully completed the stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yes, please do get some.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
メインテーマがわからない。何連れて行かれたんだっけな。
You can just focus on your plan. Leave Hypatia to me. My wound is not going to get in the way. Okay. Guess I'll sit still for a little while longer.
Go to the Grand Bazaar. Yeah.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Any luck?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
The props required. Props なんだっけむず支柱支えとなるもの We have made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready. まあ今回いるもんも用意できたってこと支え
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Let's go with the Balladeer.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya.
The doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back.
So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now.
Eremites はあいつらか
To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Adjourn. Adjourn.
Adjourn. Adjourn.
Adjourn. 延期にする。中断する。中断するか。アド系変な多いな。やっぱ。Adjourn. Adjourn. This meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead.
I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize, not to lead. 読めない。リタイアみたいな。reiterate か。reiterate。何度も言うが。reiterate。念を押すにしたか。And if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize, not to lead.
So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me.
She asked for a smile as her payment.
That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean... you also want to discuss something important... with me?
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me?
Oh, hey, some tells Nilu, must... Let's check it out first before she babbling.
I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's right. I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
Here, tomorrow, we are going to save a guy.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
It's hard to believe everything that has happened till now. And our actions will bring change to many things tomorrow.
Yep. It's a grand
Yeah.
plan and we're all super awesome!
That's right, so... Just get a good night's sleep, everyone.
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice and quiet.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow!
Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Yep! Good night, everyone!
Victory and roll. Consume it. Juna Garbahate.
Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Al-Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Time to go. Cheer! Cheer!
Muy bueno.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you, Al-Haytham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Do you need me to go over the game plan again? Yes, just in case. I want to confirm everything again.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it.
Top. Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is.
Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
むずい。それいこう。 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device. The Grand Sage at the time, これむずいな。The Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They're effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the academia.
Nagaba Day. Well, yeah. Arguably the most important day to the academia. Arguably. Arguably.あら、言いくなかった。全然。arguably. ほぼ間違いなく。逆のイメージっぽいけどな。arguable 論争できる。arguably 論争できるっぽいけど、断定を和らげてほぼ間違いなく。そういうことか。Arguably the most important day to the
The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha.
むずい。ヘイさんも言ってること長い。Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules. Legal decree. Legal decree. Legal decree. Short and legal decrees. なんで? So that they can be entered into the...
All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone. And the academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration.
Use this to grindstone. 何やっけグラインドストーンって。熟語か。Keep one's nose to the grindstone. アクセク働く。My nose to the grindstone. まあと一緒ギャリギャリやってるあれか。And the academia's grounds are following with all sorts of people. Flowing か。そんな言い方もあんのか。Flow. ない。
When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon.
The Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. Dendro Archon. When you put things that way, the plan feels a bit unrefined.
Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for Nagarbaha Day.
If precedence holds... 疲れてきた。Precedence. Precedence. 上位、先行、優先。Precedence, procedure, pre-sequence. pre があるから、上位、優先。なんか覚えれそうでむずいな。 precedence. If this precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for another day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Al-Haytham if things go south.
It's all on Al-Haytham if things go south. Things go south. 知らねえ。絶対直後やと思うけど。ない。あ、go south ある。悪化する？よくないこと。go south まあ南下する、下がる。どうかね。あれ。Towards the academy. やだな。こんなすって入れる。
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Al-Haytham?
高速でバレとる。
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
This isn't looking good. We're not. そうやな。
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
Your groundless inference. Inference は言及でいいんかな。推論。Inference. 間違えた。Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking.
You possessed a greater aptitude. 難しい。適性、才能、素質。何から来てるかもわかんねえな。aptitude。適性。I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking.
Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances.
見せかける。フェイントってこれから来てる？失神するのフェイント別か。フェイン。そうやったんか。これがフェイントか。ちゃうかな。まあでもこっちっぽいな。There is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility. Academic facility. 専攻か。これ。facility. 学科みたいな。才能。全然専攻になっちゃうわ。あれ何やったっけ？あれもファシリティやった気がするけど。Their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances.
Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Farce. あ、全然知らん単語。Farce. Farce. 滑稽。Their obvious farces of intellect unless words of intellect. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
If we missed our window of opportunity. Enter the house of Dina.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters.
The Academia marches to a fast beat.
Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Hide for now and wait for an opportunity.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
You're... What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum.
Decorum. なんだそれ。礼儀。indecorum と corum。decorum と indecorum なんか。ややこしい。D つけんな。corum もない。Let's talk. It's not too late for you to stop.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
あら。いいんですかやな。
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all.
Detain you? Detain って。交流する。全然思ってんのちゃう。detain 交流する。放置する。とどめる。There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. The three are not to be trusted. The three have ulterior motives.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
Hypnosis? Maybe benefits of some kind. のしじゃなさそうやけど。
Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work.
These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Debase.
Debase.
まあ、品位を落とす。質を悪くする。いい。あ、落とす。
Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
If humanity cannot attain omniscience って何やったっけ？ omnipotence も何やったっけ？めっちゃすごいみたいな。良心とかじゃないっけな。omniscience。
Omniscience.
全能ね。全知。シュンスと、オムニポテントもめっちゃ見たことあるけど、オムニポテンス。 全能。全知全能ってことか。Omniscience and Omnipotence。サイエンスとポテンシャルかな。サイエンスとポテンシャルで全知と全能。覚えやすい、でも。If humanity cannot attain ちょっとまあ、attain もわからなくなってきたぞ。くっつけるじゃないの。達成する。到達する。達成する。If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. 人間ができないなら we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human.
We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge.
No longer will. Hmm? なんでこの順番だよ。No longer. どっちも will we flounder. いいとこっぽいけど進まねえ。孫つく。科学。flounder。盲学。No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Interminable. 右ページ突入と果てしない endless terminable we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge.
Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight.
プライトって何？ plight 状態苦境 plight なんて plight まあ苦境だ。Even Armin's soul will be freed from its plight. Armin's soul が病気やったっけな。
For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
Aspiration わかりません。Aspiration 絶望抱負大使野心絶望と Aspire 何だっけ大使 Ambition Aspiration 全然ちゃうのAspire って何だっけAspire もうこっちがもったやな熱望するってなんかあったよな疲れてきた The cost is too great to realize it. You say it's the pinnacle of human wisdom, but in the end you're still relying on a god.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
What about the lesser logic scenario? It's not like Sumeru didn't already have a god of...
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom.
Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom.
The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
Ascension of the Lesser wise to has brought nothing but bewilderment.
With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Surasthana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
もうわからん。何やったっけ？ターモイルも両方見たことあるけど。Embroiled。このイベント終わったら終わろう。頑張ろう。Embroiled。Embroiled。巻き込まれる。Turmoil。喧騒とかじゃないっけ？ああ、まあ大体合ってるか。騒ぎ。Turmoil。間違えた。It is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Surasthana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil. Become embroiled.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
I don't know what I can say or do. The arrogance of the scholar.
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Looks like there really was merit.
Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about her ready for your perusal.
Perusal. An array of information about her. 全然わかんねえ。array は整列。あれ、まあいいか。なんか路地裏みたいなのやったっけな。まあいいか。An array of information about her, ready for your perusal. Perusal もなんかあったよな。Perusal。よく読む。Perusal。精査。まあ読む。精査。Ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the academia side! We finally started to trust you!
We've been set up. You.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess. With the Akasha's calculation prowess. 力やな。prowess. 優れた技術。疲れた。 with Akashi's calculation prowess. All of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself.
To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
Leash. Unleashed you は確かに。皮紐にしとくか。When you say dishonest persons, does that also include your general Mahamatra?
Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
In any case, your Sumeru's most concerning external variable はなんか異分子ちゃうよな。不定の変わりやすい。Variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass. これが訳されへんくなってん。
You're despicable!
Despicable. Despicable.
Despicable. Despicable.
卑劣な。卑劣な。You're despicable.
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no?
What do you mean?
Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture? しょうもないことかな。全然ちゃうわ。juncture 接続継ぎ目大事な時期。Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out.
Eh? Spell. Delineate. ちょっとこれ。Delineate みたいなのなかったっけ今日。Delineate みたいな。じゃあな、reiterate か。ちょっとこれ。delineate ラインか line 8輪郭を書く示す線でスケッチする描写する描写するにしとくか As I delineate your entire plan, very well, I will spell things
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler at Caravan Rebat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work.
なるほど。You have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our...
Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
おう、せっかく長かったのに。impugn ってね。疑いを差し挟む。疑うじゃないの。能力などに。疑いを差し挟むと。It would have little effect on you all, even if you impugned me. It would have little effect on you.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards!
結局。
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
出れるやろ絶対出れるやんけ That's not Paimon. I don't think the guards can hear us anymore.
Yeah, Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh?
Marvelous.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Al-Haytham's probably done with his part too.
They were close. We can relax for the time being.
We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Al-Haytham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up.
Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Let's review what we discussed during our strategy meeting.
Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get her locked up on purpose?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk she poses to them.
Possess. Possessed.
Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor.
According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor.
That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they'd locked us up in here. Were they being careless?
That wasn't because of carelessness. That was not because of carelessness, but of their arrogance. They think the Akasha is completely under their control.
Alright, so what now?
We first need to find the place with the best signal in this room. Then we try to connect with Nahida. We first need to find the place with the best signal.
Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
まあそうだよな。みたいな中やな。
Whoa, it's Mora. Ooh, Mora. No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. Scatter!
Oj. 10.
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
It's faint, but I have a signal. Preparing to connect with hard consciousness now.
Please work.
Is this a realm of consciousness? No, he does not moving. She really has sealed off her consciousness. I need to think of a way to wake her up. What is this? It looks like some sort of barrier. Is Nahida using this barrier to isolate her consciousness from the outside world? Shabita.
Hey, Nahida!
Darn it. She isn't reacting. Seems like she can sense me.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I wanted to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida!
What now? Is there really nothing I can do? But she's right here in front of me. I can't just give up like this. I'd already left her behind once when the doctor first appeared. I can't do that again.
Nahida!
So.
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? It sounds familiar. You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything?
We're done here. Nahita's awake.
That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbha day stuff?
You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their stuff? I guess they finished entering all the knowledge capsules.
Yep! So that means our next act is Nilu's performance!
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
動けるけど、そうやんね。フリーになるのであると。
Nilu, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends. I really, really appreciate all of your help.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
どういう作戦なんや。
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our Bait People Away with Yalda Candies plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less.
And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers.
I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Come here. だからすぐ止めろって言ってた。ああ、そういう。後で見てみるか。
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage?
Certainly sounds like it. It sounds like Nilo completed her
Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Al-Haytham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha?
When he pretended that he had been corrupted. Do you remember when he rushed towards the sage? Oh,
so that's when he did it!
Oh.
Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Al-Haytham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else was distracted?
Speaking of, didn't Al-Haytham also yoink? Yo-ho じゃないね。yoink ないね。Didn't Al-Haytham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else was distracted?
It's a time-tested trick of his.
むずい。time tested. このイベント終わるまでやろうとか思ってたけど、明日なるんちゃうこれ。タイム。出んか。出んな。time tested trick of his. He can maintain his composure when things get chaotic. That's why he can pull off this kind of things.
Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Nilo's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
マジおさらい編なかったら終わりやなこれ。
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, The core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again.
The lesser logic's analyzed consciousness has been forcefully sealed. The core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again.
With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
Are they really going to stop all artistic performance?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public...
Once it's been entered into the Akasha on... If someone were to...
The sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Disseminate. Disseminate. Disseminate.
Disseminate.
思想を広める。The sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards and the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine.
Then it will be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. なんじゃこりゃ。stowaway 全然違う。ストーがしまうで stowaway 密航者。Then it will be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Stowaway brothers あいつらか。あいつらなんだろうな多分。
Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia, this is our hunting ground.
Outside the academia.
For a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
Lioness. Lion. ライオンズのライオンです。 よくわからん. With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
全然わからん。そういうことね。Cushy salary. Cushy. 一応調べるか。Cushy. 気楽な。心よい。クッションかな。クッションっぽいな。Cushy. Sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day. Twiddle. ピクピクさせてるみたいな。スイッチか。Twiddle. くるくる。まあ、いじる。Thumbs and wave you.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Indeed. The trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
Isak.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him.
It should be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our
Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
Outfit. Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. I won't get cold feet.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What?
What should I do next?
Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you! Don't try to run.
failed. そんな。
The guard looks alert.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
What should I do next?
7時か。
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally left. I need to go.
I need to go. Need. そうなんだよ。2があになんねんな、とりあえず。I gotta go. I need to go.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
こっちやろ。
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her!
完璧。一生イベントやみて。
How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on?
トイレ行こう。
I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the desert?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one?
Guards? Guards!
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring?
No, I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Herring. Nishin. Yeah, そんなわけないや。Herring gal. Herring roll. Could that have been a red herring? Maybe. Herring. Nishin.
Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Sanksanata. What is the city?
How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it.
いいね、役役が。
Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes. She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight is our.
Comical sight. おもろいってこと？滑稽な。コミカルなって言うよな。What a comical sight is our.
Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know.
You all can can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know.
And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
You're still the same.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
Proud person とか言うんや。Proud。あ、そうか。Be proud of って形容詞よ。まあ形容詞。
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No one will come to save you. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
I've at least confirmed that you're guilty of insurgency. Insurgency 何やったっけ? Insurgency 暴動 Insurgency 反乱Insurge あれ Insurge じゃないじゃあ Surge がな押し寄せる Insurgency. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty or insurgency against the Archon, a serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
Plead.嘆願する。弁護する。ああ、許しを請うみたいな感じなのか。申し立てる。まあ、嘆願するか。嘆願する。plead で嘆願する。まあ、please の許可版の感じでいいんかな。気持ち。So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty? I would plead guilty. 弁護。認める。主張。言い訳に使う。I would plead guilty in front of you. 罪を認めるためのこの主張。
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
かっけえ。ほんまよ。
Paimon wants to know how things are going out there. Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad didn't happen.
Don't think like that. We must trust our friends.
Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
Here comes your savior.
You were scared out of your wits just a moment ago. You were scared out of, afraid of みたいな感じ。You were scared out of your wits. Wits って。
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them. I'm exhausted.
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to sort through who knows how many guards.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
Nande?
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Ticklish.
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish.
Ticklish って細ばがりみたいなんでいいんかな。Ticklish じゃなくすぐたがりや。Tickle だから。How are things going outside? How is Nahida?
Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the academia are all taken care of.
Oh.
The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They'd been fed up with the sages bossing them around.
The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defense.
As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time. So, how's Sino doing?
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. Assuming nothing weird happened,
Hurry to the,
we should have already rescued our Archon.
That all sounds amazing. We managed to rescue her.
Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
おー、これは終わったっぽいけど、多分サイノが負けてそう。あー、自由だー。自由になったらやめようとか思ったけどな。ノートあとちょっとなんよな。埋め切りたいな。そういえばなんか聞いたの。誰だ。ハルさんも聞いたの。いやー、長なるぞ、これ次行ったら多分。長なるぞ、絶対に。どうしようかな。絶対的に長くなるよな、これ。
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
どうしようかな。鈴木気になるけどな。めちゃくちゃ読んだぞ、もう。いつからやってたの。クソ独り言が許される配信なら。3時間半。あー、ちゃうか。これあれか。2時間半か。俺の集中力もだいぶやな。だいぶ疲れてきたよな。どうしようかな。進めたいけどな。長いぞ、絶対。絶対ボス倒してエンディングまでやもんな。どうしよっかな、マジ。でもまあ、もうここなんか。何時や。どうしよっかな。7時16分ね。飯食って酒飲んで格ゲーがちょうどいいよな。 まあやろうかな。Go to the sanctuary of Surazana.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
いいね。どうしよっかな。ストーリーやろうかな。あれ。
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
腹減ったな。まあもうちょいやるか。登ってるしな。救えてる。ナヒーラ。
They say it's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body.
We finally meet, Nahida.
Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. But I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
Inferiority. Inferior. 何だっけ Inferior. 劣っている Inferiority. あら。このボールペンダメだね。捨てようかな。Inferior. 劣っている。劣っている。Inferior. My sense of inferiority. Inferiority of my sense. My sense of inferiority. 下級のセンスってことか。劣っている感覚 and yielding to the academia led to all of this. And created so much trouble for you. Don't worry about it. You've also helped us a lot. You deserved to be freed.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends!
Exactly!
Thanks, you too. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
The academia's got creature plan.
This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and even the entire world. It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one more thing. What is it? for all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom. As their Archon, I will make them pay.
かっこいい。
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you! I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly?
むずっ。キャタピラって、芋虫のことなんか。さなぎかさなぎじゃないな。おい、でな。いいか。全然スペル違う。へえ。そうなんや。間違えた。キャタピラー。芋虫。そうなんか。How to be a caterpillar? How can you be a butterfly? This is knowledge that only you yourself could have discovered.
Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their God creation plan.
I wonder how far along the Academia is with their God creation
We
plan.
need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon. After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust.
After all, the Academia betrayed greater logics.
This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight. You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
tango? 9か。まあたまには一日中こんなの勉強してもいいっしょ。Return. Talk to Nahida once you have made your preparation.
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
Hey, nani kore? Kawaii.
What's this little floaty thingy?
Floaty thingy.
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
まあ、英語独特よな。いい表現。Now you're actually upset? It looks completely different from you.
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you. I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're a natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukudevata.
You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from... derived ってなんだっけな derive 引き出す、得る、得られる、誘導する derive power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukadevata.
If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support.
Don't worry, fighting is my forte.
I'm glad I can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right. I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
Go through the passage and reach the Balladeer. Balladeer 絶対かやり損ねとかなんのかな。まあ行くしかないよな、もう。最強パーティーで行くかも。主人公入れたいけど。まあいいか。瞬殺できそうやけど。意外と強いからな。
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city?
There'd be a place like this hidden light slap bang. Slap bang がわからん。全然違え。スラップバンク。不意に激しくすぐに。まあ、スラップってビンタみたいな感じやもん。バーン。There'd be a place like this hidden red slap bang in the middle of
the sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two? Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
It's to help one of their own harbingers become a god after all.
Yeah! Or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
The
Fatui harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the doctor being weird is actually normal. So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer?
This Fatui that they are trying to turn into a god is called...
We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it. Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants Gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Not with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
We've had a few encounters, but none of them were pleasant.
I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation. Ah, I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
冷たいけどちょっと疲れたな。終わるか。いやー結構勉強したっしょこれは。さすがに。すごいじゃん。4時半から7時半やろ。めっちゃくちゃ勉強したっしょこれは。何単語30じゃないの。5、60か。なんかこのタイミングで見てらっしゃる。
Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
4時39分に始めて7時半でしょ。あと7分か。あと7分なんか読んで3時間達成してから。おい、なんかつら。でからは。最初のイベント。Little Fun is Fantastic Fiesta. In a corner of a quartier Leonis. どこかわからん。An old friend has set up a booth and is promoting an improved tabletop game. Tabletop game 面白そうやけど。The funkiest fantastic fiesta among fountains. Among fountains, fountain ないんです。まだ行ってないんです。Who rarely see fungi. This game is quite a novel indeed. Quite a novel って何やったっけ。出ない。
Let the magic begin!
これ行かれへんよな、多分な。Test run 80s。これおもろいんやろうな。うわ、懐かしい。やってたな。眺めている人一体。あと読み物といえば何だったっけな。これか。おお、なんだ。Complete quests, collect specific object, open chests, or obtain event-related rewards to obtain encounter points. These allow you to obtain commission rewards in place of completing daily commissions. Each day you can use encounter points to replace commission quests to obtain commission rewards for 4 times, regardless of how you obtain them. You will not be able to obtain more than 4 commission rewards per day at this time. You will be able to go to Catherine to collect your additional daily commission reward. Encounter points are only valid on the day they are obtained. Whenever the daily commissions refresh, so too will your encounter points reset. 何これ? So too は知らんの。ちゃうか。いや、ちゃうな。 何これ何これ Whenever the daily commissions refresh So So too 調べるか So too そういう風にかのように初めて知ったなんでやそうだけでいいやんって話やなまあでも特殊かとても忙しいでもめったにないなについても同様である So too なるほどなんとなく分かってきたぞそういうことか The daily commissions が主語か Refresh So too will as well って一緒か So too will your encounter points resets 多分今日帰りボーナスないねんふまあだいぶ頑張ったよ今日は終わってねあと1分
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk? Nice to meet you. I've actually been watching you for a long time already. My name's Nahida. I might look like a child, but don't be fooled. I understand this world much better than any grown-up. So, can we trade knowledge? I want to hear all about your travel stories. So, what would you like to know in return?
So what would you like to know in return?
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
いいセリフ
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is. Quick, let's find shelter, or mushrooms will start growing on our heads.
何回も聞いたけど
Quick, let's find shelter, or mushrooms will start growing on our heads. Did you know that the sound of thunder is the prelude to new life? Soon, this land will be brimming with vitality. Can you hear that? The heavens are whispering to all living things. It's time for bed now. The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
The wind never blows in the sanctuary of Sursthana. Oh, sorry. That's probably obvious to you.
ネタバレが
Good morning. We should get going right away. There are too many things in this world that you'll miss if you don't get there on time.
Good morning. We should get going right away. There are too many things in this world that you'll miss if you don't get there on time.
Time for a break. I'd really like a berry and mint burst. If you get one for me, I'll tell you a couple of stories about the sun, okay?
I'll tell you a couple of stories about the sun.
The sun's setting. It's time to wave goodbye and let the creatures of the night take center stage.
The sun's setting. It's time to wave goodbye and let the creatures of the night take center stage. ヒーダは言い回しが全部おしゃれやな。
You should go to sleep now. Don't worry. I've made sure there's a sweet dream waiting for you.
わあ、おしゃれやな。いいね。
Oh, the Mayor Javari? A place without anything at all, completely empty. Just like a shroom-boar's brain. Of course I know it. It's true. I've never seen it with my own eyes. It's one of the many places beyond my reach.
Mirage Valley. Obsession.
The gods gave humans barely enough knowledge for them to fill their stomachs. Yet, they used it to craft tools, write books, and build cities. And now they've set their sights on the stars in the abyss. With every moment that goes by, they're creating brand new knowledge, so I never want to take my eyes off them.
With every moment that goes by, they are creating brand new knowledge, so I never want to take my... いいね。Story time. どういうこと?
The things you've experienced on your journey are so much more exciting than anything I've ever learned. And now, I get to ask you about all of it anytime I want, so I can understand each and every little detail. I couldn't ask for more. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Now, where were we?
Wow. まあ、こんなとこにしとくか。いやー、頑張った気がする。でも頑張ったとも言えへんのよな。楽しかっただけだしな。まあ今日の成果。このルズリフ何倍36ラインなんで、36、1、2、3、4、5、66単語か。66単語。本日の成果66単語ということで。あとは、このストーリーを忘れないうちに全部覚えないとね。思い出と単語力が一致するからな。in pass から始まったんか。insurgency。よし。また。続きやろう。お疲れ様。過去の俺。まあ未来の俺が見るか。あざした。腹減ったな。切り方。ちょこちょこ人がチラ見しに来てんねんな。ありがたいような、はずいような。すごいじゃん。よいしょ。3時間。